vague language. What do I mean by artfully vague? Well, it's the opposite of being really specific. We're going to be very vague with our language, artfully so, just like a hypnotist or a politician might be. In England, there's a very famous interviewer, Jeremy Paxman, who interviews politicians, and he'll ask them a question. They will answer. Of course, they're very vague, artfully vague, because they've been asked a challenging or tricky question, and they don't answer the question. Jeremy will then ask them the same question again, and they will answer again. He'll ask them the same question a third time, because they still haven't really answered the question. They're just artfully being vague, moving around the question. Now, we don't want to be so artfully vague that we annoy the person who is talking to us and have them keep repeating their question. We want to be artfully vague in our communication so that when we say things, the other person attaches meaning to it, meaning that is meaningful for them. A word, it has no meaning. A word has no meaning. We attach meaning to words. The word dog. For me, well, dog conjures up an image in my mind of a four-legged creature with a tail and a head. They wag their tails, they bark, maybe they growl, they feel soft and fluffy, they smell when they get wet. These are experiences I've had of a dog. I've seen them, I've heard them, I've felt them, I've smelt them, never tasted them, don't want to. Dogs are a real-world object that I have experienced. Words like excitement, now they're not a real thing, they are just an experience. For me, excitement is a certain set of body feelings. It's an amount of energy, it's the way I talk to myself, it's images that go through my mind, it's a feeling, and it's a whole different set of experiences. Now when we put words out there, the more vague we are with our words, the more we allow other people to put their own meaning to the word. In such a way, we can be so vague with our communication that we can communicate a message to a huge range of people, where if we were so specific, a lot of the people may get lost with our meaning, with what we're communicating. But when we are artfully vague with our language, we can have other people attach their meaning and maybe even start to ask us more questions, which increases the dialogue. So today I want you to listen out for people who are artfully vague with their language. Listen out for people who, not in the annoying sense that never answer your question, but listen out for the way that sometimes somebody will say something and another person will comment on that, and to you it's, oh, I hadn't heard it like that, I didn't see it like that, that's not the way I perceived it, I thought a different thing. But they're both right, they're just different points of view. Artfully vague language is where we allow the person listening to us to attach all of their own meanings, so we can catch a wider amount of people with our communication because it fits to them. Listen out for the way that people are artfully vague in their communications today. And as we build on these kind of language patterns in the future, we will come back to the topic of being artfully vague. Today, keep your mind and keep your eyes alert and keep your ears open for the artfully vague language.